How's it going, guys? Today we're taking a look at the third-party offering from Zeta Toys, being the Zeta Toys Pioneer. It is their take on Bumblebee from the 2018 Transformers film named Bumblebee. From what I've heard, give me 1 second, I'm going to go clear my voice. There we go. From what I've heard, this was Zeta Toys' first attempt at doing a masterpiece styled, or correction, movie styled toy. And I think it came across pretty well. I know we got later offerings. I think it was Blitzwing who was the only other offering, actually. I could be mistaken. Anyway, I know they did Blitzwing from the Bumblebee movie. I might get them sometime down the road. I am not sure yet. But right now we're taking a look at Bumblebee, and I wanted this specific third-party Bumblebee because I remember when photos first released, I thought this was the most amazing thing out there. And I was just a broke high school kid. And yeah, I don't regret spending my money like this. It is a really nice toy, hard to understand at first, but after a while, granted I haven't touched this toy in months, but after a while it's a case of you get the order of operations once you understand it personally. And that's what this toy is. A really good representation of a Volkswagen Beetle. The overall shaping, I'm going to bring in here's the MPM. It follows almost the same shape motif. All four wheels do roll on both sides, and this front wheel is going to call me a liar. Why are we stopping? I did pick this guy up off of AliExpress for like $130. I could be mistaken. But yeah, I do enjoy this toy quite a lot. I have thought about picking up the Cliff Jumper offering that they have, which is just a red version of this with a new head. But I have not been able to find that, especially over the years after this first released. So I guess I'm just shit out of luck for a Cliff Jumper, or at least a Zeta Toys Cliff Jumper. But now, looking at the vehicle itself, really nice black wash going along every orifice of it. Mine doesn't like to sit flush on this side or on this rear panel, but beggars can't be choosers. That's how the top looks. There's the bottom, pretty well hidden. Squeaky chair. For comparison, here he is with the MPM 07 Bumblebee, and then the Studio Series 2.0 Bumblebee. I'm not going to do any third-party comparisons, because this thing is a chore on its own. So when I do the MPM, I'm probably not going to transform this thing. I'll do the robot mode comparison, but not the transformation. Let's get to it. And the transformation for Pioneer is good. It's just the order of operations for everything it takes a while to get used to it. But looking at the details on the face, it's a really nice, soft Bumblebee looking face. I'm so happy they adapted this as like the main movie Bumblebee look. At least the way the Bayverse did it, now the Nightverse and Stephen Caple Jr. universe. And going down the body, it looks really nice. I think Zeta Toys did a good job when it came to their first live action figure. And backpack, very minimal. Panels, fairly well. These don't like to go together though. But yeah, I like this a lot. I should have said this in the vehicle mode, but he does have lights. I do not have the batteries for them. I do not want to buy batteries for this thing because the batteries are expensive. And you need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 different batteries. And I don't want to do that, honestly. But yeah. Nice mechanical details on the belly, on the thighs, and the face. Very proportionate. I know some people don't like the fact that he does not represent his movie counterpart the greatest. Like, even the Studio Series one has a little more curvature to it. But I'm not gonna say anything about this. I like this. This is nice. It's a nice third-party figure. It's a nice Zeta Toys figure. And now, after I messed with this a few times, thank you MGO316 for the GTS or JTS video. It's safe to say I can at least enjoy this toy more. And yeah. For comparisons, here he is with the Studio Series toy. Kind of an unfair comparison. And here he is with MPM07 Bumblebee. Again, kind of an unfair comparison, stating the fact that the two toys use concept art designs. But I digress. Posability for Pioneer is fairly good. Head is on a hinge and what feels like a ball joint, so you can get really expressive looks on Bumblebee. Arms can go out that far. They can do a full rotation. No butterfly joints. Has a thigh swivel. 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. Wrist rotation. And individually moving fingers. Like you'll have a hinge here and a hinge there. And we're going to recreate the Bumblebee, or not the Bumblebee, the Starscream video thumbnail. There we go. Take some photos after, maybe. Legs, or correction, waist is on a waist swivel, can go full 360. Legs can go front or forward that far, can go back that far. Move the arms out of the way. They can go out that far. Does have a thigh swivel, which is pretty neat. Knee bend can go a little over 90 degrees. And this is my favorite part, the whole moving, all individual moving bits in the knee. Ankles do have a tilt to them. They can go side to side, same as a little bit forward and a little bit back. So he is really posable. You can position his headlight bits wherever you please. They're on two separate ball joints, and his little ear thingies can move, which I thought was really cute. Just rearrange Bumblebee a little bit. He does come with accessories. You get his World War II hammer. This one's obviously based on the Transformers The Last Knight version. Which, okay, I guess it's cute. I like it. But this version of Bumblebee didn't have this hammer. He was supposed to get a hammer, but not this one. You also have his battle mask right here, which you can set it on his face, and it stays there pretty well. You get two separate stinger blades, as I call them. This one is more screen accurate to the movie. From what I rewatched Bumblebee, and this one looks to be more screen accurate compared to this one, where it's just toy accurate. And you also get his cannon, which is pretty neat. To put on the cannon, you'll just have to open up this panel here and the panel on his inner forearm. I'm going to flip it all the way around. Wrong way. Flip it around like so. Close that panel in. Just getting rested there. I'm going to set, and we're going to just tab that forearm guard into the cannon. And there is Bumblebee with his murder cannon. So you can recreate that scene where Bumblebee became a Decepticon for like 0.5 seconds of the movie. And to put the knife on, it's the same process, just you don't have to fold the hand in. Flip that up. You're just going to tab the knife into his arm or forearm guard, and there you go. Got Bumblebee wielding a knife and a gun. Or if you don't want to do that, you can take all that off. Get his hand open, and we can get him to hold his Prime Smasher. That's what I like to call it, his Prime Smasher. And that looks pretty neat in his arm, or in his hands. And I think that's about it. That is the Transformers, Zeta Toys Pioneer. If you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.